name's Cody Rawlinson. I'm a tattooist at Bushido Tattoos in Calgary, Alberta. Yeah, I get to hurt people all day and they pay me money. In order to make yourself known as a good tattoo artist, you have to prove it. There's no other way, as your work speaks for itself. I like to do tattoos because it's one of the only industries that you actually get out of what you put into it. You get exactly what your hands can actually do. So it's pretty rewarding that way. Everybody should come with an idea, for sure. Whether or not it's a picture they've already printed off and it's, exactly what they want, or if it's just a scribble of their thoughts on a piece of paper, either one, it helps us be on the same page. First thing you gotta do is find somebody who you like their art, because no matter what picture you want done, they're gonna draw it how they draw it. When it comes to custom tattooing, it's a whole sort of different thing. That's when your artist really puts themselves into the tattoo. And that's when you should find someone who's gonna fit your idea. If you have an idea that is basically outlined already and it's more you want somebody to execute something you've already decided, there's lots of artists that can do that. And that's about 80% of what tattoo artists do. That's sort of how you pay your bills, is all the little stuff. But then when it comes to the big pieces, the stuff that really defines you as an artist and the kind of work that you do, that's when you get an artist to really put themselves into it. That's a big commitment for you and your artist, So it's like your artist is gonna put hours into making this huge design, which you might not be able to finish until years down the road. A tattoo goes from being a sketch to being a finished tattoo. It goes through so many different changes. Like even halfway through the tattoo, it's not what it's gonna be in the end, It's usually around 6 hours of tattooing a day, and drawing is probably, 4 hours, either here or at home. And depending on the size of the piece, I try to split it up to either a full day, which is a 6-hour session, or 2 half days. 3 or 4 hours is usually when you should stop. That's when we both, the client and myself, are pretty done with the whole situation. When you're tattooing different body parts, it strains me in different ways too, so yeah. It's always a challenge. When you're painting on a canvas, the hardest part is getting it into the little cracks in the canvas, which isn't that hard, but when it comes to skin, you have, obviously you have one try really to get it in there. Everybody thinks that tattoos have to be perfect because they're on you forever. In reality, it's the most inconsistent form of art out there because skin is the most inconsistent medium you could draw on. Best thing to do before getting a tattoo is to get yourself healthy because it's a big shock to your immune system. So if you want to heal it properly, you got to be in good health for sure. The most painful spot, it sort of varies with certain people. There's obviously like the hot spots like sternum, center of the chest, hands, feet. Anywhere where the nerve endings sort of group is the worst. Anywhere where your body intersects, shoulders, wrists, stuff like that. Yeah, some people, they really don't like to get tattooed. I hate getting tattooed. Everybody hates it. Oh yeah, I hate it. It sucks, man. But it's worth it in the end. And that's what we have to try and tell people is after they start, they sort of second guess it, but that's why we have all of us around to sort of, coach them through it. Because it's, it's a permanent thing and it's not to be taken lightly. But at the same time, it's awesome to have. So people are always happy with it in the end, for sure.